Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel Handmade. As always, I'm Lena with you, and today I want to show you what I found on my shopping trip. I went on a Wednesday, which is the day when our big secondhand store has a price drop. It's the only day when you can buy a bit more for upcycling because when my supplies run low, I go and pick up things I can cut, rework, and transform. Although there are always things at home waiting their turn, so many that I can't even get to them all. But if I'm missing something, I go and get it. A lifesaver, a real lifesaver in all our crafting adventures is, of course, the thrift store. Today, I'll show you what I bought. Not a lot of shopping, but a few pieces I plan to rework and use in my projects. The first thing I'll show you girls is something I've been hunting for because recently on AliExpress I showed you pictures of this skirt. I liked the skirt in an avant-garde style and it used this kind of camo pattern. So I was looking for pants like these with an elastic waistband in the back. These pants are a large size and the color isn't exactly green, it's more of a different shade. Let me show you close up. It's light grayish with a hint of green. I want to turn these pants into a skirt and I'll show you in one of my upcoming videos. It'll be a gorgeous asymmetrical skirt just the way we like it in a boho style. You just need to put in some handiwork. So that's the pants I got. I also scored something really special, a true find. It might be hard to see since it's black. Let me show it this way. A women's linen vest. It's 70% linen and 30% viscose. A beautiful vest. I recently had the idea to make different prints on clothing, and I'll turn this vest into a canvas. Remember, I was doing that before, creating designs with bleach. I really like that technique, so I want to apply it to this vest too, since it's made of natural fabric and you can paint on it, bleach it, do whatever you want. I don't have a specific idea yet, but I want to use this technique on the vest. Now, as I mentioned, I bought 2 black t-shirts. One is completely plain black, nothing on it, and I'm happy about that because it's 100% cotton and it's a large size, which doesn't always happen. I'll also make a bleach print design on it. No idea yet, but it'll definitely be a cool t-shirt that I'll probably list in my online shop because, well, you have to sell something, not just make things for yourself. So I do that from time to time. I bought another t-shirt, also cotton, but this one already has prints on it, weird and awful ones, with all sorts of text. But why did I buy it? Because look, here are words printed in different fonts that I can later use for upcycling men's vests and scarves that I recently started making. I'm taking orders for men's vests, men's scarves in rocker, biker style, and bags. So these letters and fonts, sometimes I can use them exactly as they are. And if I don't feel like writing, I can even cut out a fragment right from the fabric. I'll use this t-shirt for my new projects. I also managed to buy something. This doesn't happen often, but I got lucky. It's a pillow, a slightly unusual one. A pillow with ties, and it's made of a thicker knit fabric in an ethnic style. If I add fringe and sew on a long strap and maybe make an even thicker lining, it'll become a beautiful boho bag. I love making these kinds of bags. There's not much work here because it's almost ready. I just need to sew in a lining, make a few pockets, and add a long shoulder strap. Oh my, I forgot what it's called, a handle for a bag. So I'll turn this into a bag. I also found 2 more pieces of thicker knit fabric. This one is similar but a different shape. Look girls, this could easily make 2 bags. If we double it up, we can decorate it differently, add a flap for instance. It already has fringe and it's thick. I don't often come across materials like this, so I was really happy to find something like this. And one more piece. This one isn't as thick, but it also has fringe at the bottom. It reminds me, you know what? It reminds me a bit of Angora, like those Angora scarves. Except it's not a scarf, it's a napkin or doily with Angora inside. It's gorgeous and I think it can be used in my projects too. I'm not sure for what yet. Maybe for some folk costume, even an apron. Who knows? I used to make a lot of things like this for my stage costumes for the whole group, and I'd use materials like this. I don't do that anymore, but I'll think about it. I really love these patterns, this folk theme, and I'll definitely use it. So that's practically everything. Wait, there's one more thing I want to show you, but these are small items. Girls, they didn't have white ones today, but I found red lace pieces. Red ones, made of cotton, crocheted. One is a bit bigger, and these are quite tiny. Of course, when I make things, I can dye the white ones right on the finished piece, but sometimes I need something colorful for my creations. And I'm glad that today I found several of these lace doilies in red. Even a star shape, can you imagine? Someone actually made this entire piece. It's linen and machine made, but beautifully embroidered with silver thread. I wouldn't even want to attempt something like that on a machine. And one more doily in pink shades, quite a large one. A crocheted runner. I think it might have originally been pink, or maybe it was white and someone tried washing it with something red and it got slightly discolored, so now it's a delicate pink. But that kind of color works for upcycling too sometimes. And one more, this one doesn't feel like cotton, maybe a blend. Look at this little runner or small tablecloth that I can definitely cut up. I've said before that when I use lace in my projects, I can cut it up without worry. It doesn't fray, it doesn't unravel. So we cut from these doilies whatever our heart desires and use it in our projects. And that's pretty much everything. I don't have anything else. Really, nothing more. So it was a short shopping trip, but I'm still happy with every single piece because I use all of these things. Every time I record these videos, when I go shopping at the thrift store, I always show you in the next episodes what I made from everything. And buying just to hoard makes no sense. If I need to make a jacket or vest for a custom order, I go and buy exactly what fits in size and color, and then I upcycle it. So I wish you good luck with your shopping, your creative work, and all your creative ideas. This is Alina with you, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, which I always forget to remind you about because I get so carried away. I'd probably be better off dancing and singing at the end. But maybe next time. See you next time. Bye bye.